30, 97 seconds. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyler I Don't Know with his co-host, Joe Skelly. Joe Skelly, tell us what's going on in the world today.
Something's wrong in the world today. Takes everything you got. No.
Everything.
No, dude. We're not going into that. But I will say
No. We're not those people.
Bays Boys Podcast. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome.
We're still here. We got to thank our loyal subscribers that help keep us here.
Every single one of us, or them.
Yeah.
Us.
we don't subscribe to our own
only
podcast.
Subscribers. Yeah. Every single one of them. See, I view it as one unit.
Okay.
It's one big unit of
one big family. F is for family.
F is for family.
Thanks, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, thank you. Couldn't hold your family together. Let all your boys fucking...
Whoa.
Never mind. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah. Whoa.
Welcome back to the podcast, 30, 97 seconds.
All right.
We're trying to beat our fiend, our arch nemesis, Joe Rogan. He's really not.
No, it's
really
now the Star Wars kids.
It is Star Wars kids, because, so Joe Rogan was put to the side. He's now, again, back to what we would consider the underdog now, because Star Wars wins.
Yeah.
Is that something, we talked about this a lot. I don't want to get into the actual Star Wars part, but is it scary that most of America cares about Star Wars over anything else? Joe Rogan has real people on his podcast.
Oh, I know.
He has there's a reason he is number one.
Right.
It's because when you show up, you're going to get asked 4 things. Have you smoked weed today? Did you go to Mexico to get a new elbow? Do you have any fucking steroids? And will you start your own podcast?
Yeah. Those are the 4 guarantees.
Right. Those are the core fucking things, that he's going to ask you. But...
And then he goes off the rails from there.
Right. Into crazy shit. Earlier we were talking off mic about the last, one of the ones that Joe Skelly watched the other day, which was about a guy who found frozen mammoth meat.
Yes, in the permafrost.
Right, and then he ate it. That's all I care about. 4,000-year-old
mammoth meat.
Right.
And then he cooked and ate it.
Here's the best part, though.
He said it was tough.
Oh, motherfuck. Okay, well... Dude, first of all, okay, no. I don't want to go sideways, but what
do you know why?
Do you marinate that?
No,
would you marinate it?
You would. I would.
I would.
Yeah.
I would personally marinate it.
But they're trying to bring back woolly mammoths.
Yeah, I heard.
And it's for a couple of reasons, but one of them is to deal with hunger.
Okay. Fuck. We've already gone left field. We had announcements to make, but I'm going to go.
No, let's do the announcements.
No. Hold on. I was just trying to get to the point that, my guy over here, I would have picked, first of all, I would have picked a piece that's like the size of a bologna sandwich piece. Okay. That's how small that would have been to just try.
Meat. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I guess it doesn't, I guess it doesn't matter, because if we're going to die from it, we're going to die.
Right.
But here's my gold digging part of my mentality. You have 4,000-year-old meat, guy.
Mm-hmm.
Every Joe Rogan from here to fucking Egypt is going to be lined up to eat that shit.
Oh, yeah.
They think it's going to make their dick hard. They think it's going to give them pecs. They think whatever. Listen, okay, and before we get crazy, guys, we're professionals, and we support Grizzly Milk.
We're going back to Grizzly Milk?
If you're not drinking Grizzly Milk to get those man pecs up, you're fucking wrong.
You're way behind the times.
Yeah, as he said in
you should be
Talladega,
you should be mixing Grizzly Milk with your protein shakes.
Oh, with everything.
Yeah.
With everything. Okay? Human breast milk, out. Grizzly milk,
in.
Okay?
In.
As he said in Talladega, if you're not drinking Grizzly milk, fuck you.
Okay? Is that what he said in Talladega Nights?
Yeah, he did. So let's move on.
Was that before or after thought he was on fire?
That was before, when he's doing all the trailer commercials for every stupid brand.
Yeah.
He's like, I got this buck knife for $300. Check it out. Like, what the fuck are you doing with this buck knife? For no reason, Talladega Nights, guy.
Dude,
Chill out.
That's a great movie.
It's the Mega Beast, one of our favorites. I hate it. I don't understand it.
Oh, that's funny.
I had to watch it like 500 times to understand it. And I still don't understand it.
You ain't first, you're last.
You're last. That part I understand. That part, every young man understands that.
Yeah.
At some point in their life or
well,
another.
maybe not nowadays, because they give everybody participation trophies. Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
God. I'm not going to say nothing.
All right, we'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
So let's go into these announcements.
So, wait, we're still on meat. Hold on. So you take a little bite of your marinated mammoth meat.
Okay. 4,000-year-old mammoth meat.
Right. But every fucking 4 ounce other piece of steak you can pull out of this sells for $300K. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Easily.
$500,000. These fucking people in that weird Dubai place, they're eating fucking $10,000 cupcakes with gold on them. What are you, stupid?
Oh, yeah. Somebody's buying that mammoth meat.
Yeah. Right?
Well, the same guy, he sells mammoth tusks.
Can we get
for
those?
Like $60 a pound.
Can we get that, please? We need that.
He's
trying to buy teeth. I'm trying to buy tusks.
He has an online store. Maybe we can get mammoth teeth.
I want it. No, what? Fuck. God damn it. Why are you going to make it weird for? You just made it weird again.
Put it in that bath bomb.
Fucking vegans. All right. So, God damn it. Mammoth teeth.
Mammoth teeth.
What do you think they look like? Boulders?
No, dude, they're giant. They're huge.
Right.
They look like molars, but they're just giant.
No, yeah, they're the size of bowling balls or what?
No, they're about the size of my hand.
Oh.
Like my fist.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
Ooh, you could tape that to the end of something and donk right on the head. Imagine getting clobbered by a mammoth tooth back in the day. Like you know how kids today are like, look at my cool Glock, right? That dude back in the day was like, look at my mammoth tooth.
I don't think anybody was doing that.
I pulled this guy off last season, bro.
I don't think anybody was doing that.
You seen last season's mammoths? They were twice as big as this season's mammoths.
Gosh, here we go.
Right?
Yeah.
My teeth is clean. My mammoth is grass-fed. Look at this tooth. It's shiny.
Didn't the Predator kill a mammoth?
Oh, no, did he? He killed a bear.
Oh, yeah, he killed a
bear.
It
wasn't the cocaine bear because the Predator would have got fucked up.
If it was the cocaine bear,
you, Predator.
He'd have got fucked up.
Right. You know what I want to come back before we get into our announcements that we've been trying to make for 6 minutes and 35 seconds now is I want them to bring back Celebrity Deathmatch with remember those in the 90s?
Oh, yeah, the claymation.
The claymations where they'd beat the fuck out of each other?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
You want that to come back?
But with the cocaine bear and the Predator.
Oh.
But I want it to be the VR thing. They just need to but it has to be like correct. You know, the Hollywood one was like ripped up based on like rep.
Yeah.
So they're like, Fred Durst is fighting Marilyn Manson. Oh no, Manson took off his boot and is crushing Fred Durst's head with it. It's like, yeah, that might really happen because Manson's a fucking weirdo. And Fred Durst only had Nikes and a backwards hat. You know, he didn't show up to the game with nothing. He got a bowl of starfish water. Good luck, homie. Like hot dog water and chocolate bars.
Fucking hot dog water.
Out of here.
I told you about making hot dog water fucking ice cubes. Dude, you boil a bunch of hot dogs, take that water, pour it in an ice cube tray, and freeze it. So when you have a party at your house and somebody's a dick, let me make you a drink, and you make it with hot dog ice cubes.
I got my fucking period because I can only shake my head right now. I don't know what's happening. Somebody.
All right, come on, let's get back to the announcements.
Okay, the announcements.
Yeah.
Oh, am I making them?
Yeah, make the announcements.
Yeah. Bays Boys Podcast is a self-propelled program. And basically, well, we're self-propelling.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to subscribe to our podcast because you love it, and I'm hoping it's more like your mom loves it.
Subscribe.
Then you can go to our Patreon now.
But you can also like and subscribe on your platform.
Oh, you should always do that.
Always. Give us the highest rating. Write us a review.
That's mandatory.
Right?
Mandatory. But again, some people asked and we delivered.
How do we support?
That's who we are.
How do we support who you guys are?
That is who we are.
Right.
Wait, I'm confused. But either way.
We started a Patreon page.
Bays Boys Podcast. Patreon. They asked me what we're creating and I said creating cool shit your mom likes.
Right.
I didn't have anything else to say.
That's pretty accurate.
That's who we are. That's what we're here for. If you want to subscribe for $3 a month, you can. Buy us a cup of coffee.
Right.
You're sitting here like, we know that you're not using it for coffee. You're using it for drugs because coffee isn't $3. Well, here's what I have to tell you. Me and Joe Skelly are cheap dates.
Very cheap
We buy our coffee from like the 99-cent store.
Right.
I'm not even sure if one of those is around, but that's where we get it. If you want to sign up and be part of the street team, you pay $10 a month. We'll send you street stickers and you get to post them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really will. You're going to get fucking stickers. You can do a Hustlers Club subscription. That's $20 a month. Do you know what you get?
What's that?
Everything that you got before, plus the pre-drops. This is going to force us to stay on schedule.
Oh, I like that.
And we love all of you.
Yes, we do.
Some of you have signed up already.
Oh.
In other places.
Yes.
And we love you.
And we haven't forgotten about you.
No, absolutely not. There's more things.
You're still on number one on our list.
Here's the most important one though, and this is the interesting one. We have and we do need to rename this still. the Supreme Member Membership.
Supreme Membership?
The Supreme Member Membership.
Okay.
You will be flown out to the greater state of Cleveland. That's right. I said state.
State of Cleveland.
State of Cleveland.
Okay.
You will spend a day in the studio.
Which is super cool. You know why?
No.
Because I just read an article.
Absolutely fucking no. I don't know why. Why?
I just read an article that said Cleveland is quickly becoming one of the hot spots for spring break.
Oh.
So you could come here.
This is almost out of our wheelhouse.
So you could come here.
This is almost out of our wheelhouse.
And be flown out here.
You will be flown out.
You'll host the show.
You'll host the show. You'll drive the content that day.
Whatever you want to talk about.
You'll spend 2 full days with Joe Skelly and Tyler I Don't Know and the production team, Shaggy and everyone else, hunting UFOs.
Okay.
Bigfoot.
Ghosts.
And ghosts.
Yes.
That's
what other crazy other shit we can come up with?
Everything.
All of it.
Bro, if you're crazy enough to give us $10,000 a month, trust me, we're going to fuck your world up.
We're going to take care of you.
Yeah.
You're going to never forget this moment.
Ever. No, just don't even talk about it.
Okay,
This is the last time we can talk about the Supreme membership.
Okay. The last time.
Until the next episode, and we got to do this all over again.
We got to do it all over again.
So if you guys want to subscribe, and we appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of your guys' support. We've been getting a lot of... Dude, I've been getting weird support notes from just... I don't know what to call them, because they're all different. There's emails, DMs, fucking people hitting me up,
sending us pictures
of people that we see at parties that we've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we appreciate all of you guys checking us out. So that's our announcement.
Go on your platform, subscribe, write us a review.
We almost forgot the other one.
What's that?
Oh, the contest. So we're 11 minutes in, and we're still working on this early opening thing. The contest. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a trifecta contest for the month of April. We're celebrating anniversaries. We're celebrating birthdays. We're celebrating holidays.
Easter. Yeah.
So we have a love birthday holiday contest. You can send us a story that's involved with love. Doesn't matter when it was or how it was. It's just got to be about love. Okay? The more fucked up, the better. I'm so fucking scared. After reading some of the shit people have been sending us, I'm terrified. Number 2, it's got to be about a birthday story.
Okay.
And we'll share some good stuff. And number 3, it's got to be about the holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, or about the holiday, or. If you can do the trifecta, if you can get all 3, if it's a love, birthday, holiday story.
Oh, my.
Ooh.
Oh, my.
Oh.
You might be.
That's big.
That's really
You could
big.
be the winner. You could be the winner.
Yes, you could.
And I don't want to toot our own horns, but that's good for you.
Yes, it is.
That's all I'm going to say.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Because the winner will receive prizes. It's going to be an amazing prize.
Right. Just so we can be very clear, though, to all you guys who are about to subscribe. Listen, I don't want to get crazy with all the Supreme members that are going to subscribe for $10,000 a month.
Oh.
But we are not in any way linked to Steven Seagal.
Not at all.
Joe Rogan.
Not at all.
Putin.
Nope. We're not linked to the Star Wars kids.
Nope. So if you're planning on giving us racks on racks on racks so you can hang out with Joe Rogan, it ain't happening.
No, I'm sorry. He's not going to be here.
No.
He won't be here for that.
He's not here. We might have Mr. Yingling.
Whoa.
We might have Nigel.
Whoa.
Shaggy will be here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe.
Tommy Skelly, maybe.
Tommy
Skelly might show up if he's not busy getting trash off the street for us, cleaning up the streets.
Keeping our neighborhood safe.
Tampon by tampon.
Cooking his food on the engine block?
Right.
As they drive around in their truck?
That's fucking wild. Your food's got to taste like diesel, bro. That's all I think about. I'm like, homie, maybe if you wrapped it up, maybe if I got some like fucking butcher paper and some aluminum foil and was able to seal that motherfucker. Maybe. But I don't know.
They say they drive thin for a while and then they flip it.
Oh, okay. I don't care. Listen, we drove for a while and then
it gets an even cook.
Then we applied gasoline on the other side. It didn't help. There was nothing in this that was helping. So those are our announcements. Oh, listen, we already fucking did half the announcement again. We will be announcing the winners, or the winners episode will be played on the 2nd
of April.
No. We got to go through it.
2nd of May. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2nd of May.
How much have you had to drink, guy? We're not. No more drinking in the studio.
All right.
Let's put all this away. You know what? Put your White Claw away, guy. All right.
Nice. Yes.
I'm so
Blackberry. It's Blackberry White Claw.
Listen, I'm so fucking soft that White Claw gives me heartburn, okay?
Oh.
Let's just not even... I don't understand why.
Okay.
It's gross.
Maybe we got to switch you to the hard Palmer iced teas then.
Oh, what? Those are good. Those are good. Yeah, those don't give me heartburn. It's a seltzer water, man. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah. I don't know how people drink that 24/7.
Yeah, well.
White Claw's 24/7?
It's refreshing.
Do you like White Claw? For real?
Dude, I'll drink it if I have to.
Yeah. A real man's man. I feel that shit.
Is it what? I'll drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what... All the hardest motherfuckers are like, does it really matter if we get to the point? That's how I believe it should be. All right, so
I do avoid the party ball of Genesee cream ale.
No. and the buffalo.
Yeah.
We avoid those. We're done.
Yeah, right.
No.
No hairy buffalo to have somebody's bathtub next to their shitter at the party. That's the worst idea in the world.
You know, right now, somebody out there in our fucking thing is like, fuck, I got to rewrite this party now.
Dude, don't put hairy buffalo in your bathtub next to your shitter.
Some dude, I don't know who our super fan is yet, but he's in the basement somewhere right now, like scratching off a list, types of parties Joe and Tyler will come to, and he just etched off the buffalo bathtub party.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, I don't,
without a doubt,
God
dude.
damn it. Fuck. Yeah. It's fine, because I probably couldn't get the liquor anyways, because mom's not going to let me have it in the house. So he's like looking at laser tag a little bit more right now. Okay, but so the winners episode will drop on the 2nd, and all of your entries have to be in. Yeah, baby. All right. So the entries all have to be in by April 23rd.
Yes.
Because we'll be recording later that week.
Again, April 23rd is the cutoff for the contest.
Don't fucking get in the DM and be like, can I submit this?
I know I'm late.
You can't submit it after we've already put the episode out, guy. It's not possible. I can't take it back.
Too late.
Whatever goes on the internet's on the internet.
It's there forever.
For fucking ever. Like us.
Forever. Yes.
Like us. Except for in Pandora, because
they hate us.
They hate us. And Joe
and
Skelly
we hope that you guys are writing Pandora and asking them why they won't play us.
If they don't like it, tell them you got a sushi bar idea. That'll get us on there.
Oh, yeah.
They soft stroked us.
They did soft stroke.
They were like, hey, man, we're going to get back to you. We got to look at this.
And it's been a year.
That was a year ago, right? Fuck you. I'll bet Joe Rogan's on Pandora.
Oh, I bet he is.
I'll bet.
And you know what the funny thing is? We're still in that queue. We're still reviewing your podcast.
Yeah.
There's a lot of episodes you got to review, fuckers.
Yeah. We heard an episode about how you don't like Wikipedia and radioactive pigs, and you're not allowed.
You're not allowed. Maybe it was the whole Wikipedia thing.
Well, you fucked with the Wikipedia mob, guy.
Yeah. They are deep.
As cultured as Joe Skelly is, he still likes to go into the middle of the circle of others and start shouting random shit. It's okay sometimes. Sometimes you need that. But sometimes, when it comes to the cult of Wikipedia,
you should avoid that. All right. Fair enough.
Their
coffee table book. We should still do it.
No, that's coming out. We have wait a minute. We have a Patreon for the show, but in all these side projects, in every side project that we have, we'll just put this announcement out there now, because me and Joe Skelly have been working on this for a couple weeks. In all of our side projects, if you go and fund the project with a certain amount of money, your name will go on
the said project.
Yes,
it will. 100%.
We don't leave anybody behind.
Nobody gets left behind.
So if you want to help produce our tabletop Wikipedia, you let us know.
Let us know. Email the show. BaysBasement.com.
Yep.
Write the show.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, if you're going to submit for this contest, you have to send us your address with your submission.
Yeah. If you want your prizes. Please send us your address with your submissions.
Not your email address, your physical address.
Yeah. Fuck. The fact that we have to say that.
Well, you got to.
I'm scared.
All right.
Our fans kind of scare me a little.
That's good.
Some of them have, yes.
That's good. I think it's time to read viewer submissions.
Today?
Yes.
Well, are we giving away special guests for... No. Probably not, huh?
No, we're going to...
There will be a special guest, though, for the reading.
For the reading.
For the reading.
The winner.
You will love the special guest.
You've already written us and told us you already love this special guest.
Everybody loves this special guest. Okay. Here's our first. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one first. Let me come back. Here's our second submission form for the week from a good friend, Mr. CL. He says, when are you guys going to have Mr. Shagadelic on the mic? Shaggy. Well, that's a good question.
Doesn't that go along with...
how's that work?
Kids are better seen, not heard.
Ooh. I like that.
Dude, I didn't mean to hurt Shaggy's feelings.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to hurt Shaggy's feelings.
Well, you know, we're going to have to find out.
Maybe we'll have him on.
Maybe we will.
Mr. Yingling likes Shaggy a whole
lot. Yeah. He did dub him Shaggy.
Yep.
So I heard he said he was going to dub him a second surname, and I don't know if he figured that one out yet, but whatever. We'll find out when he gets here.
Is that all he
eventually said? No, he says, what's our take on super soldiers?
That's interesting.
Wow. Okay, well, let's talk about this. What kind of super soldier are we talking about? Are we talking about comic book? Are we talking about real life?
Well, if we're talking about real life, we can already talk about what's taking place in China.
Okay, let's talk about that. Shoot it.
China last year came out and said that they were fielding genetically modified soldiers, which means they had to modify them 18 years before while in embryo to make them faster, to make them stronger, to give them better eyesight.
I
mean, not necessarily a fan.
I don't want to get on a fucking, I don't know what this thing is called, but I don't want to get on this crazy soapbox thing, but we all know the most fucking famous or infamous person who tried to do this.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so whichever one you want to call him, I'm not going to decide or tell you your life, but tell me, what, in your opinion, Joe Skelly, what are we talking about? And you're talking what I believe as a normal human, in my imagination, would be a super soldier, right? Better eyesight, more strength, this, that,
faster.
The other. Right. So let's talk a little bit about genetics. First of all, if you got either two things, like either you're doing what you're saying and you're tampering with God's work, or you're breeding for it. Right?
One or the other.
Right.
And I'm going to go with tampering.
For them?
I'm going to go with tampering.
So for them, is it not... I mean, do you not think that they're also breeding some of the best genetics that they have? I mean,
they're probably doing that too. But
right.
I think a faster way to get the end
1,000%, right.
Would be the tampering.
So how... So...
I mean, we've already mapped out the human genome,
dude,
right? So we know what everything does.
This is a Tyler I don't know moment, because again, I don't follow this stuff and I don't care. Tell me about, how is this comparable, or is this applicable to things like that I've heard rumors about stem cell research? Is this in the same realm?
Well, stem cell research is different, right?
Okay.
Stem cell research, like, okay, hey, you lost your arm.
Okay.
And we're going to take your own cells and we're going to help you regrow your arm.
Oh.
Or,
hey,
your liver was diseased and we had to remove your liver, but you can't live without a liver, so we're going to regrow your liver.
So that's what stem cell research is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, I should have really just looked that up, I guess. Because the problem is,
if you get, let's say you get a liver transplant from somebody else who's a close genetic match, but not the same. You have to be on anti-rejection medication for the rest of your life. Essentially what that is, it's an immunosuppressant. So it suppresses your immune system.
Which means now everything else can kill you too.
Yes.
Even more, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, so that's scary as fuck. I didn't actually know that medication was a requirement until you told me that off mic a few weeks ago, maybe.
Right.
And we were discussing this, and I was like, wait a minute. So the minute I sign up for this transplant, hands down, and what you're doing to the human body is you're saying, look, dog, I know that you want to fight this external source internally, but you can't, because if you get rid of this engine piece, you're dead.
Yes.
That's so scary.
Yes.
Okay.
But here's the weird thing, right? Have you ever heard of the, I think we talked about this before, but have you ever heard of the ghost heart?
No. Tell me.
So long story short, what they're doing is they've taken a heart from somebody who is deceased.
Okay.
Right? They've essentially washed it and or stripped it of all of its DNA. So when you look at the picture of it, it's a white heart.
Okay.
Right? It's just the physical structure of the heart.
Okay.
No longer has genetic material. The idea is I can take your stem cells, implant it in that heart, and what will happen is they'll grow and then turn that heart into your own heart. and then they could do a
and
transplant.
It'll bond.
And it'll bond.
It'll bond, right.
And then they'll give you a transplant with a fully grown heart.
And they're doing this now.
They're experimenting with it.
Okay. So back to the super soldier thing.
They're also talking about 3D printing.
Excuse me. Sorry for coughing in the mic, guys. I've been sick all week. So, okay, fuck that. First of all, no.
With your own genetic material.
No.
Why not? If they could 3D print a heart that's your own DNA and put it into your chest and give you another shot at life.
So you're talking, okay, whatever, dude. I don't know. That's just beyond me, man. That's way beyond me. But
should we be tampering with people's genetic code?
These are all crazy questions.
In utero, or before it's in utero, as an embryo,
okay,
right? Modifying it. But then now you're talking about designer babies. Hey, you want your kids to have blue eyes or brown eyes?
And that's where I was going. Now you're looking at like, hey, what? Now it's going to go back to
do you want your kid to be super smart?
We're going to go back to dogs. And I hate to compare this, but it is true. Dogs used to be for the rich because that's all they could afford. Or because poor people couldn't afford them. Now it's going to be the same fucking thing. You're looking at having these added options like it's a goddamn car package.
Right. And the fucked up thing is, you're going to create a class of people.
That's fucking scary.
They're
going to have a name for you as Joe Skelly. I can meet you and be like, hey, you fucking cardboard, because you know that your parents paid to have you look like something because you don't look like your parents.
Oh, you're poor trash because your parents couldn't give you the best.
Right. You don't match. You have a red goatee with a brown mustache. You look fucking weird because your parents are poor.
Right.
That is creepy as fuck. We are on a way crazy tangent.
Way crazy
Super soldiers.
It's back to super soldiers. So, I mean, yes, people want to have the best soldiers possible, right, for their military. But is it right?
Right.
Look, it's a super difficult question, and I don't think we're equipped to deal with it. But the fact is, there's no super serum. Right. It's not like Captain America. There's no fucking super serum out there. But now, what kind of advantage would that give your military? Right?
So here, I'm going to argue I don't know what this is called, but
what super soldiers can't stop?
Dance parties?
Napalm.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
That's sideways. Oh my. So
you could have all the super soldiers you want. They can't stop napalm.
So I'm going to bring back to every fucking, and I hate to say this, but every story or cinema is always the same thing, because at the end of the day, it's, does that soldier need a soul to make the right decision?
What if it's gestated naturally?
How?
Look, we modify you. We stick you in the womb. You're 9 months in the womb.
They come out and they treat him like a good child the whole time until they get him to reaper it up?
Or do they raise them and turn them into combat?
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you raise it, now we're back to that question again. Are we ethically breaking the system because you need this super soldier? Is he a soldier or is he a machine? Because here's one of the biggest things. You know what is the one thing that always makes a soldier eventually stand out for? What do you think?
Bravery.
There it is. And the reason they stand out is because we go through all this effort in militaries to make everyone look the fucking same. And the one that stands out is the one with the biggest heart, because he ends up doing something we're an equal rights podcast, sure. And I think that's what that is. And they end up doing something that's fucking way out of the norm of what the line was supposed to be doing.
Right.
Right? That's heart. Is this super soldier going to have that? Or is he going to go, I see you're in my way, ding, 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 and knock down every fucking wall that gets in the way, as a soldier is also expected to do?
But listen, governments have been fucking around with this before genetics.
Forever.
Because they were like Project MK Ultra, right?
Right.
The mind control, where they were allegedly taking homeless kids and runaways off the streets and trying to program them into being assassins and whatnot.
Everybody knows that sorry, I shouldn't say everybody. If you've studied even a little bit of history, you've seen the fucking pictures of tabletops full of babies.
Oh, yeah.
Where they were just picking and trying to find the best super soldier right from the litter. If he didn't cry enough, he wasn't going to have enough fucking of drive to fight, right?
Look, the Spartans did it.
Right.
From birth.
If they're bad, throw them over the side, and if they're good, keep them and throw them out. You know, when they hit an age, and then test them. Whatever, all that bullshit that they sell about that culture. Right. And you know, that's to me that's a little bit different than a class system.
You know why the Spartans all wore red capes and red tunics?
So they didn't see each other bleeding.
Right, so that you could never tell if you wounded one of them.
Right. That's the only thing I could think of. Because you can't. You're going to be afraid of what you can't kill, what you think you can't kill.
And also, they had the Greek delta on their shields, so when they would line up, it created an optical illusion, and you could never tell how many of them there were.
Right. So it's all one big thing. That I've never heard of.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
So, I mean, we fucked around with it. So I think that there are things that we need to stay the fuck away with because it's a slippery slope that leads to some seriously fucked up shit.
I don't think, and I don't give a fuck if it is a super soldier, no matter what, if the software's not right, the software's not right.
100% agree.
And some of the software and we had this discussion about America with the girls of the house the other day, with Shaggy, everything. You know, America is not the best because we have the best school systems or because we have this, that, or the other. It's because our software is just slightly tweaked a little bit to believe that you have a goal that is for the greater good, which everyone has, But America's greater good is supposed to be that part where you're doing the right thing.
Well, and here's
supposed
the other part.
To be. That's what
from
we
our
support.
very nature, we're fighters.
Oh yeah,
from the very beginning.
Right.
From the very beginning.
Right.
We were founded by a bunch of rowdies.
Right.
And by the way, the founding fathers were all in their 20s.
Right. And we talked about that too. I said, look, dude, we're founded on the ideology of, yeah, but we're not going to do that because we don't want to.
Right.
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 Whereas, you know, so again, and this is, you know, whatever, I don't think you could build that into a soldier because the soldier, and I've read a lot of psychological books about, you know, the warrior's mindset and all that other bullshit. It's true that if you really have nothing to go off to fight for, why the fuck are you going? Unless you're
programmed.
Psycho, right. Unless you're fucking psycho.
Unless you're a program machine.
In which case, again, now we're back to you're not a soldier, you're a fucking dog. You're a machine. Right. And you know, there's that's sad. That makes me sad a little bit because I don't want that to be.
So for these genetically modified super soldiers, what life do they have outside of the military?
That's what I'm wondering. Dude goes to the movies and what does he do? Or you take him to a bar and what happens?
Right.
Right.
Something we shouldn't mess with.
Yeah. So, how about like, do you think, let's go even deeper and more horrible. Do you think America has a fucking dog in that fight?
Dude, if other people are doing it in the world, you don't think we are?
Right.
Somewhere outside of the continental U.S. at some lab somewhere?
Right.
Because this also goes into cloning, right?
That's true.
This also ties into cloning, right?
We've talked about that.
You don't think that somewhere, even though the world is not supposed to be cloning human beings because it goes against ethics, you don't think that there's some top secret lab somewhere
without
in the world
a doubt. We've been over
where people are cloning humans?
Yeah. No. And they're throwing away the fucking pieces like they're Lego blocks. That's the part where you draw the line.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Right.
I love science. I love that there's men out there. Again, we talked about this. You know, you want to be the guy closest to the sun? I'm down. I'll watch you. But there's got to be a fucking line, bro.
No doubt.
You got to have a line.
No doubt.
Because if you're going to fucking skip all the soul part, then why are we here fighting? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Super soldiers. That's a good question. Looking
for some serious edged weapons, right?
Yeah.
All right. Any other mail?
Man, we are, we got one more. But we are, that was a 30-minute super soldier dialogue right there.
There we go.
But listen, for real though, if we're going on any aspect, man, I mean, Captain America's going to take it anyways. If we're getting a dog in the fight here. So, we have one more.
Okay.
From the, again, whatever you want to call him, whether it be famous or infamous.
Moriarty.
Have you heard of the great beast of Portlock, Alaska? I'm sure Joe Skelly has. He called you out in this email.
100%. I'm familiar with the great beast of Portlock.
signed -M.
Oh.
Okay, so what is this? Sounds like a potluck to me. What do you got going on here?
So there's a town in Alaska. It's on the coast. It's called Portlock.
Okay.
Right. It was initially inhabited by natives. Right.
All right.
And then they discovered that there are a lot of trees there. There's a lot of other things that they can mine there. Right.
Okay.
And they built a town. Right. And allegedly what was happening was people were having encounters out in the woods with a creature, much like a Sasquatch as it was described. And then over time, people started disappearing from the town.
Oh, great.
And they would find their bodies 3 months later, ripped up and ripped apart and floating in a river near the town.
Eaten or just ripped?
Destroyed. Just ripped apart and thrown in the river.
Yeah.
They'd find them floating down the river like months later.
Yeah.
And it got so bad and it happened so often that they abandoned the town altogether.
They just said, fuck it. We know we got to go.
Everybody in the town picked up and left because they were so afraid of this creature that was roaming the woods, hunting and stalking them. And I've seen programming about it, and they've interviewed people that grew up in this town.
Oh, hell no.
As little kids, and then they left, and they would tell them stories about they'd seen this thing walking through the woods, or how all these people got killed and dismembered and found out in the woods.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It's
I'm going to do some more research about that, and we're going to discuss that later again.
Oh yeah.
Because
you should find the documentaries about it. It's pretty fucked up. Like, it was a big town. Like, they had a post office, they had schools, they had a hospital, they had a giant mill.
And everyone in the town was just like, fuck this.
Yep.
It's time to dipset.
Yep.
We've done enough.
Yep.
This is that tornado story all over again.
Yeah.
Like we're just done with this spot.
Yep. People
Nobody
started abandoning the town because they were so terrified. There were some economic things that were involved in that too, but mostly it's because the people who lived there were terrified of what was going on.
What the fuck, man?
Mm-hmm. Completely abandoned the town.
Do you think you'd abandon your town if that happened?
Dude, they sent people out to try to hunt this thing down, and then they'd end up getting killed.
That's what I was just going to say. Or would you go looking?
And I would probably be one of those people that went to go looking like, fuck that, this is my town.
Yeah.
But it was so bad that they said, fuck this, we're leaving.
I'd have to look, but I'd also need a full away team here.
And nobody's been back since. Nobody's moved back to the town.
You want to go
people
visit?
have gone up there to do research.
You want to go visit this place?
Nobody will take you.
Oh, it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this at?
In Alaska.
Nah, fuck that. I didn't realize it was still in Alaska. Now, fuck that shit. We're not going to Alaska anyways. Nah, fuck that shit. I thought it was closer.
Yeah, no. Dude, it's a fucked up place.
No. I thought this was going to be a town in between a bunch of other towns that people just got out of.
No. It was an isolated town on the coast.
No. Fuck that shit. No, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, like you had to take a boat to get to the town.
No, I'm good.
Because there's no roads to it.
No.
You can't, you could fly a seaplane to it, but most people went on boat.
Okay. No.
Yeah, there were no roads.
We're not going to argue that weird decision.
Yeah, there were no roads to get to.
I'd rather take a boat than a plane. What?
Yeah.
Okay. They just don't want to die in a seaplane.
Right. They had power plants there and all kinds of other shit, and they literally abandoned the entire town.
So this is my question. People are always whining about population. Why don't we just send a bunch of people up there to live?
Because if the stories are true, they're all going to get ripped apart.
Handled. Convict town.
Oh, is that where you want to send them all?
Right. Where are you going?
You're a death row inmate. We're going to send you to Portlock.
Portlock town.
Yeah.
You've been you survived Portlock? And then so they drop you, just like we were saying with gulag weird places, they drop you for 100 miles from everywhere, right? And if you make it out, you get to stay out. Yeah, there you go. How many people are going to make that? Come on.
Not a lot.
Come on.
Not a lot.
How many criminals do you think are smart enough to fucking climb through 100 miles of Alaska and live?
Yeah.
There's not a lot, bro. That's got to be.
Yeah.
Dude, the people that can do that in life in general has to be pretty slim.
Well, again, you know how many people disappear in Alaska every year?
Right.
It's an astounding number.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, hold on. We're going to have to Google Foonator this.
You know how many airplane crashes happen in Alaska every fucking year?
Really?
Tons. Because they're all bush pilots, right? They're flying those Cessnas into these remote places, and the weather changes.
For what, like hunters?
Hunters, and they're, Juneau, the capital of Alaska, you have to fly to. There are no roads to Juneau.
Really?
You have to fly in or you have to take a boat. There are roads in Juneau, but there's no roads to Juneau.
So they're saying a total missing of about 400 a year. Just that is a lot for a place that doesn't have that many people to begin with.
That's a lot of fucking people.
And that's consistent for a... Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
But
dude, even
if
Louisiana...
you're on the run from the law, you know what one of the best places to hide in? Alaska.
Right. Even like places like Louisiana, where you'd think more people would disappear a year because of just all the bullshit they got going on, is only like 256. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
You'll wrap this shit up. We are not going to Alaska, guy. I was thinking about that, how we should go.
Because it's in the fucking woods.
Yeah. It does break the rule. But I mean, there's got to be Alaska parts that we can just step that the rules are good. Like, hey, I can see the town right here. And
listen, I've been to Fairbanks,
facing
Alaska.
the woods. Yeah.
Fairbanks, Alaska is one of the most northern, one of the last towns before the highway turns to dirt.
Why have you been... Never mind. Why don't I ask questions? This is Bays Boys Podcast. We talk about shit that doesn't matter in your life. We're happy that you're here.
Subscribe, join our Patreon page.
Join our Patreon page. We love every single one of you.
Oh, without a doubt.
Shout out to our friends that, we got to see the past few weeks. And shout out to our friends we're going to see in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
We love all of our Viking friends and their peoples. Yeah, we'll see you soon, guys. Bays Boys Podcast, 30-97 seconds.